Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum from TMC Cricket Ground for this match number 18 of Titan Builders and Developers presents Memon Cricket League Season 6. It's AMH Velocity up against State World Gladiators tonight, and AMH Velocity have won the toss. They have decided to bat first, and we have already witnessed the first runs on the board, courtesy of a wide down the leg side that also went past the boundary rope. So AMH Velocity X are up and running, courtesy of that 5 wides. Hamad Shekhani and the left-hander Adnan Salim have come out to open the batting for guiding it away, finer of that fielder at third man. This time he's going to collect a single. In fact, he's coming back for the second run. The throw is towards the wicketkeeper end, but 2 runs were completely taken by Hamad Shekhani, the right-hander. Talking about the other opener, Adnan Salim, the left-hander, is at the non-striker's end. He's in decent batting form in this tournament. Remember, he scored 43 runs in their previous game against Al Zohaib Warriors. They were chasing down over 150 runs. They were able to chase that down, courtesy of their captain, who scored 42 runs of just 20 deliveries, UG. Tonight, they have decided to bat first. State World Gladiators, on the other hand, are playing their last match of the league stages. They are almost down and out from the group stages. Slightly shorter again, opening the face of the bat. This time the ball is going to go straight to that fielder at third man. Another single taken by Hamad. Mustafa Fatani has taken the new ball for State World Gladiators, as he has done throughout this tournament. He'll be looking to pick up early wickets, especially in this batting power play. This left-hand, right-hand combination might trouble him up a bit, because we all know both these batters are really aggressive, especially during the fielding restrictions where just 2 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. The 2 fielders that Mustafa Fatani has taken outside the inner ring are at third man and deep fine leg. No fielder at short mid wicket, no fielder at square leg even. On the offside, along with that fielder at first slip. There you see Mustafa Fatani has picked up 6 wickets so far in this tournament. Just getting a bottom edge, the ball going straight to the wicketkeeper Abdul Rahman Bhavani. Talking about AMH Velocity X, they have played 4 games so far in this tournament. They have won 2 and they have lost a couple of them. Both of the games that they have won, they've won that by batting second. So it's going to be really interesting to see how much total they will be looking to post here in the first innings of this match number 18. Couldn't find the gap. In fact, there hasn't been a slight fumble from that fielder at cover. It's not going to cost them any run. Talking about the State World Gladiators, they have played 5 games so far. They got off to a very good start when they defeated Sumia Builders Gladiators while bowling out the opposition for just 86 runs, and they won that game by 8 wickets. But since then, it has all went downhill for them. Again, dabbing it towards that fielder at backward of point. It's going to be another dot ball this from Mustafa Fatani. So first over has now been completed. AMH Velocity X are 7 without a wicket. Earlier we saw AMH Velocity X won the toss. They decided to bat first. Let's have a look at the playing 11 of both these sides. AMH Velocity X consists of Ali Bartwa, Usman Ghani, Abdur Rahman Bombia, Adnan Salim the opener, Ammar Riaz, Asif Nathani, Hamad Shekhani who is out there to open the batting, Hamad Warin the fast bowler, Muhammad Mawia the all-rounder, Rabish Ahmed the left-arm orthodox, and the spinner Saud Dawood. If we talk about the State World Gladiators who are bowling first tonight, it consists of Abdul Rahman Bawani being their wicketkeeper, Talha Sultan, Adnan Ghazi, Akil Naeem, Asad Bashir the tall leg spinner, Asibur Rahman, Daniel Gigi, Mustafa Fatani, Saad Asif, Shahriar Shahid and Usman Salim. Slightly shorter, the ball goes straight to that fielder at cover. Again starts off with a dot delivery this. It's Usman Salim who is sharing this new ball alongside Mustafa Fatani from the Gulberg again, bowling his first over of the game. Remember, we are live here from TMC Cricket Ground for this match number 18 of Memon Cricket League Season 6. AMH Velocity X have won the toss. They have decided to bat first. It's the second over in progress. They have already scored 7 runs without losing any wicket. Hamad Shekhani and Adnan Salim have come out to open the batting for the batting side, and they will be looking to post a huge total on the board. Slightly short, a good bouncer this. Completely surprising the batter with a short pitch delivery. Usman Salim, it has been signaled by the umpire. Tell you what, it was a very well directed bouncer. Hamad Shekhani did the right thing by putting his hands down at the last stage, but he might have got some part of his gloves behind that. And who knows, it would have carried to the wicketkeeper as well. Just angling away from the right-hander. This time it's going to be given as a wide by the on-field umpire. That ball clearly swung too much away from the right-hander Hamad. He's getting decent movement with this new ball, Usman Salim. He'll be looking to bring the ball back into the right-hander so that he can disturb the timber. Remember, it's the last game for State World Gladiators in this tournament. They'll be looking to finish their campaign on a high by winning this game tonight against AMH Velocity X. Again, opening the face of the bat. It's going to run down towards third man. Another single taken by Hamad Shekhani. So far, all the runs have come from the bat from the right-hander. Adnan Salim has just faced 3 deliveries so far. He's yet to get off the mark. We might see another change in the field now for the left-hander. Third man goes back. There is no fielder deep there on the onside. Even the fine leg fielder is inside the 30-yard circle. 2 fielders standing there on the onside, a short mid-wicket and short square leg. He'll continue to come around over the wicket, Usman Salim, to the left-hander. Good ball, really good ball. That ball swung back into Adnan Salim. It's not going to go all the way for 4. It's going to be a couple. We'll have to check for the umpire signal whether he got some bat onto it. I think he did. In fact, it has been signaled as leg byes. You can see the reaction there from Adnan Salim. He was clearly surprised by that movement in the air into his pads. Nevertheless, a decent over this is turning out to be from Usman. He might end up with another dot delivery. Yes, he does. So 2 overs have now been done, and AMH Velocity X are 10 for none. much. Tell you what, it was very close to the off stump as well. That's what Mustafa Fatani usually does. He's very much capable of taking wickets earlier on with the new ball. On the other hand, these two openers will be looking to make full use of this batting power play. They have already scored a boundary that came from the bat of Hamad Shekhani. So far, we haven't seen that much swing from Mustafa, but we did see some movement in the air from Usman Salim when he was bowling from the Gulberg end. Six deliveries he has faced so far, Adnan Salim, and he's yet to score his first run tonight. Fuller taking the aerial route. That might go all the way for 4. Yes, it does. Not convincing, you can say, from Adnan Salim, but still he got some middle of his bat, and this time with no failure down there on the onside, there was an easy boundary there for the left-hander. Mustafa Fatani still searching for that swing. The ball just kept straight on. Adnan Salim initially was looking to hit that over deep mid-wicket. Ended up hitting it finer off that fielder at square leg and collecting his first boundary of the innings. Total of 396 boundaries have been hit so far in this edition of Memon Cricket League. Tell you what, there are more to come. Full toss. It goes straight to that fielder at mid-on. This time he's only going to collect a single. Adnan Salim. Sensible batting this. After collecting boundary of the previous ball, he just hit it straight to that fielder at mid-on and collected an easy single in the end. Can say it has been a cautious start from both these openers. They haven't taken any extra risks during the fielding restrictions. Both these openers have now hit a boundary each. Will Hamad Shekhani go after Mustafa Fatani in the next 2 balls? Top edge. The fielder is getting underneath it, and that has been dropped. It was there to be taken. It went so high up in the air. Hamad Shekhani had no idea where the ball was going. He was looking to hit that ball on the onside. The ball went high up in the air. The fielder at backward of point got underneath it, but I don't even think he got his fingertips on it. This has been the story for Statewell Gladiators so far in this tournament, and I think that is the reason why they are lying at the bottom of the points table. That should have been taken. That should have been the first wicket down for AMF Velocity X, but Hamad Shekhani has now been given a life. Slightly fuller again, hitting it towards that fielder at mid-off this time and collecting another single, which means Adnan Salim is going to be on strike at the start of next over. And after 3, AMH Velocity X are 17 without a wicket. It's Usman Salim who is going to continue now with his second over, and again we are witnessing that movement in the air into the left-hander. He could have attempted that stroke on the onside there, Adnan Salim, but he had already made up his mind that he's going to go after the bowler on the offside. He gave himself room for that as well, but the ball just kept swinging in the air into his pads. It's going to be a good competition between Usman Salim and Adnan. Adnan obviously looking to clear the field on the offside, whereas Usman is regularly bringing the ball back into the left-hander. That is the reason why there is the fielder now standing at a deep square leg. Slightly shorter. Did he get some glove onto it? The finger has been raised. Excellent take this from Abdul Rahman Bhavani, diving away towards his right, taking it inches off the ground, and the first wicket has now been taken. Tell you what, that wicket clearly belonged to the wicketkeeper. He was looking to pull that away on the onside, got some bottom of his gloves, I think, and the rest of the job was done by Abdul Rahman Bhavani, diving away towards his right. The umpire took some time to raise his finger, but when he did, that means Adnan Salim will have to go on his way back. They could have picked up Hamad Shekhani as well in that previous over, but the catch was put down, but Adnan Salim now has been dismissed after scoring just 6 runs tonight. And with that dismissal, AMH Velocity X are now 17 for 1. Umair Usman is the new batter and coming into bat at number 3 tonight for AMH Velocity X. Just 71 runs for to his name in this tournament so far. Strike rate is pretty decent, but the average is on a low side. Can he get a big score tonight? He has all the time in the world to play a longer innings tonight for his team. It's just the 4th over of the innings. AMH Velocity X have just lost their first wicket. Adnan Salim just couldn't continue with that form which he showed in that previous game against Al Zuhair, where he scored 43 runs while batting at top of the order. Usman Salim was clearly troubling the left-hander, and now he has won the battle by picking up that wicket of Adnan. Good ball, nicely curved away. The ball went straight to that fielder at backward of point. There is a slight fumble. I don't think they will come back for that second one, but Umair Usman will still get off the mark for the very first ball. Slightly shorter, taking the aerial route, flat batted it, one bounce into the fence. Top shot this from Hamad Shekhani. It was short out, was well outside the off stump. He got the room he was waiting for, and he had no hesitation in keeping the ball down. It's the second boundary now to the right-hander, and the score now moves on to 22 for 1. Fuller, but this time it's not going to be given as a wide. There was too much swing outside the off stump this time for Usman Salim. So far, Hamad Shekhani is winning the battle against these bowlers of State World Gladiators. He has already struck 2 times. He was looking to go for that big shot again, but the ball just kept going further away from him. He'll have to re-bowl that, Usman Salim, because that was given as a wide by the on-field umpire. He still have 2 balls remaining in this over. Short again. Very well directed bouncer this Usman Salim. Really good comeback this from the fast bowler. There you see Hamad Shekhani just shadow practicing that uppercut, but I don't think that would have been a sensible shot in the end, because the fielder at third man is standing at the boundary ropes. Similar delivery, similar result. 2 dot balls to end the over with. A successful over comes to an end from Usman Salim, and after 4, AMH Velocity X at 23 now for 1. Belonging to the bowling side, because they have not given away many runs. Just 23 runs have been scored by the batting side, and they have lost 1 wicket as well. Mustafa Fatani is going to continue with his 3rd over on the trot. He was really unlucky in that previous over when the catch was put down. Otherwise, Hamad Shekhani would have been back into the pavilion, but he's still out there. In fact, 2 right-handers now out there for AMH Velocity X. Good ball, really good ball. Big appeal this from the bowler. Tell you what, Umair Usman wasn't expecting that much swing in the air. That ball just tailed into the right-hander. He was clearly late onto that stroke. The impact might have been outside the off stump, otherwise that would have been pretty plumb. It was just Mustafa Patani who was appealing there for leg before. We didn't see that much movement from Mustafa when he bowled in the first 2 overs. Now he's getting that movement back. Slightly shorter, pulled away on the onside. It's going to be just a single towards that fielder at square leg. Another single taken. He was looking to go for that big shot again, Hamad Shekhani. The ball just going underneath his bat. This has been a decent over so far from Mustafa Patani. Just run has come off it so far. He's still waiting for his first wicket of the game, Mustafa Patani. Shorter in length, good bouncer, really good bouncer. He's using all his tricks up his sleeves tonight, Mustafa Fatani. Previous delivery was a little wider outside the out stump. This time he bowled it shorter. Hamad Shekhani so far has been struggling with those bouncers. There is a fielder down there at deep square leg, so even a pull shot is not going to be a good option from the right-hander. Another change in the field. There is a fielder now standing at the first slip, so we might be witnessing some fuller length deliveries again from Mustafa Fatani. A big heave on the onside. There is a fielder down there at deep fine leg. Now they are coming back for the second run. Good running between the wickets. The fielder down there at deep fine leg took some time to go down to the ball, and meanwhile Hamad Shekhani quickly realizing there was a second run to be taken, and which he did in the end. Slightly shorter. I think that's going to be given as a wide as well. Plenty of extra runs have been given already by Statewell Gladiators. Remember, it's just the 5th over in progress, and we have already witnessed so many extra runs. You got to be pretty disciplined with the bowling effort, especially when you're bowling early on during the batting power play. Top edge. Mid-on getting underneath it, and this time there is no mistake from that fielder and mid-on. So Mustafa Fatani wins this battle against Hamad Shekhani. Remember, Hamad was given a life in that previous over of his. This might have been a slower delivery, which Hamad was looking to play it on the onside, but that fielder at mid-on taking it as cool as ice. Mustafa Fatani finishing it over with another wicket to his name, and that means Hamad Shekhani is going to walk back after scoring a run ball 15 tonight. And AMH Velocity X, and now 29 for 2. So 2 wickets have now gone down for AMH Velocity X. They have only managed to score 27 runs in the first 5 over of their innings. Rabish Ahmed has come out to bat at number 4 tonight for the batting side. He'll be looking to build a decent partnership here alongside Umair Usman for the 3rd wicket, because they have lost 2 wickets very early on. We are going to witness the first change in the bowling attack. It's the tall leg spinner Asad Bashir, who has been given the ball to bowl the 6th over now of the innings. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. It has not been collected by the wicketkeeper. That might... In fact, the ball is stopping down before the boundary ropes. Now they are coming back for the 3rd run. The throw is at the bowler's end, and tell you what, he had 3 stumps to aim there. Abdul Rahman Bawani had that ball hit the stump. There might have been a chance of a run out as well. That ball was close to the leg stump, as you can see from the reaction of the wicketkeeper. It was Dania Al-Gigi who threw at the wicketkeeper's end. Abdul Rahman Bawani, realizing there might have been an opportunity at the bowler's end. Tell you what, if that ball would have hit the stumps, the batter was not even in the frame. Big responsibility now on the shoulders of Rabish Ahmed. Remember, he's very much capable of playing the longer innings. Still 15 overs remaining in the innings of AMH Velocity X. They'll be still looking to post a huge total on the board. Talking about Asad Bashir, he has taken 9 wickets so far. He's one of the leading wicket takers in this tournament. Remember, Statewell Gladiators lost the toss earlier tonight. They were asked to bowl first, and so far this has been a decent start by the bowling side. They haven't conceded many runs. They have picked up 2 wickets as well. Nicely tucked away on the onside. Rabish Ahmed will get off the mark with that single towards deep mid wicket. Not many boundaries have been scored either. Just 3 boundaries so far. 2 coming from the bat of Hamad Shekhani, who has already been dismissed, and 1 from Adnan Salim, the left-handed opener, who was the first man to be dismissed in this match tonight. He's not a big turner of the ball, Asad Bashir, but one thing that you can expect from him, that he's going to be bowling as straighter as possible. He'll be looking to bring those stumps into play. Tell you what, it was there to be hit. Rabish Ahmed might have missed an opportunity of getting a boundary there on the leg side, because the fielder at fine leg was inside. The ball was angling down the leg side. Had he got some more bat onto it, who knows, it might have been a boundary as well. Fuller. Another single taken by Umair Usman. It was slightly shorter. Another fumble there from that fielder at cover, but it's not going to cost them any run. So a dot ball to end the over with 9 runs coming in that opening over of Asad Bashir, which means after 6, AMH Velocity X are 36 for 2. So a double bowling change. It's going to be the left arm orthodox Waqar Idris now bowling the 7th over of the innings. 4 wickets so far to his name in this tournament. Coming around the wicket straight away. Nice full toss. That has been put away on the onside. It's not going to go all the way for 4. Brilliant effort from that fielder at long off. They could only pick up a single on that shot. He was looking to come down the track there, Rabish Ahmed. He had to check his shot in the end. He might be looking to go for those big shots on the offside, especially with Waqar coming around the wicket. Knocked him over. Unfortunate dismissal this for Rabish Ahmed. There wasn't much turn on that ball from Waqar Idris. It went straight on. He got an inside edge and the ball just rolled back onto his stumps. What a wicket that is for State World Gladiators. Remember, Rabish Ahmed has the ability of playing the longer innings, but he has been dismissed. This is turning out to be an excellent start for State World Gladiators because we are just in the 7th over of the innings and they have already picked up 3 wickets. Rabish Ahmed making his long walk back to the pavilion because he has been asked to be. And with his dismissal, AMH Velocity X are now 37 for 3. Asif Nathani is the new batter in, another left-hander for AMH Velocity X. So Waqar Idris picking up his first wicket in the very first over when he got that big wicket of Rabish Ahmed. He'll be coming over the wicket now to the left-hander. It's going to be a wide down the leg side. Extra run is going to be added to the total. Fuller chipping it down the ground and the ball is going to go straight to that fielder at long off. Another single going to be added to the total. In fact, it has been signaled as a no ball, so Umair Usman is going to get a free hit. He has the license now to go big. Remember, he cannot get out, but on the other hand, the fielding side can still make some changes in the field. We haven't seen a maximum being hit so far from the batters of AMH Velocity X. Just missed out. He might have been looking for that big shot on the onside. He must have got an inside edge. The ball went straight to that fielder at fine leg and no major damage done on that free hit. This is turning out to be an excellent over from Waqar. Swept away nicely. Some work to do by that fielder at a B square leg, which he does, and another couple added to the total. Two fielders standing deep there on the onside. One at deep mid wicket, one at deep square leg. Dabbing it straight towards the fielder at point. It's going to be a dot ball. So an excellent over comes to an end from Waqar, in which he got that wicket of Rabish Ahmed and gave away just 7 runs in it. And after 7, AMH Velocity X and now 43 for 3. Asad Bashir now continuing with his second over from the Gulberg end. He gave away 9 runs in that opening over of his. He'll be looking to pick up a wicket here in this spell. He has got a left-hander up against him. He's a very good bowler against the left-hander, especially when he'll be looking to bowl straight as possible. So far, Asif Nathani has been relying on those sweep shots against the spinners. We saw him hitting 2 sweep shots in that previous over against Fakar Idris as well. This has been a relatively slower start from AMH Velocity X because we are already into the 8th over of the innings and they have just scored 45 runs. Swept away nicely. Is that going to be taken? It is taken! Umair Usman cannot believe it. He thought he has connected it that well enough to go all the way up over the boundary line, but the fielder down there at deep square judged that catch to perfection. It was there to be hit. He found the middle of his bat, but he just could found that perfect fielder perfectly standing there at deep square leg. And just when we were mentioning that Asad Bashir will be looking to pick up his first wicket of the game, he has done exactly that. 4 wickets now down for AMH Velocity X. It's Umair Usman walking back after scoring just 7 runs tonight. Four wickets have now gone down for AMH Velocity X. Mavia is the new batter in. He has batted really well so far in this tournament, Mohammad Mavia. He'll be looking to continue that form in this game as well because AMH Velocity X need a proper innings from him tonight. Slightly short, a comfortable single. In fact, they're coming back for the second run. Sloppy piece of fielding this. There was never a couple there. He was looking to stop that ball with his foot initially. Couldn't bring his futsal skills into use. Some bounce. Another dot ball. So an excellent comeback this from Asad Bashir. He just gave away 4 runs and got that wicket of Umair Usman in it. And after 8, AMH Velocity X are in a slight bother because they are 47 for 4. Velocity X, and with that 450 now comes up for the batting side. He has looked really strong whenever he has looked to sweep that ball from the left against the spinners. Now collecting his first boundary of the innings. They needed that boundary. AMH Velocity X. They are just scoring over 6 runs in over, that too in a T20 game, but you can expect that because they have lost 4 wickets very early on. All they need is a big partnership at this stage. Another sharp single taken. They might come back for the second one as well. Mavia is charging towards the danger end and he gets there. That's what you will see, Mohammad Mavia. Excellent running between the wickets. Couldn't gather a single there. Saad Asif was pretty alert standing there at point. He knew Asif Nathani is going to be playing that with soft hands on the offside, so he had already made up his mind. He was charging towards the ball. Shot smashed on the offside. That has gone into the gap and that might run away for 4 as well. Excellent batting this from Asif Nathani. Previously he got that boundary on the onside. This time he was waiting on the back foot. Let that ball come closer to his bat. And he hit that in front of square. And there was no chance for that fielder at deep cover to cut that one off. This is turning out to be a really productive over for the batting side because they have already scored 10 runs off it with 2 balls still to go. Smart batting. I think Mohammad Mavia wanted that second run because that is the reason why he ran the first one so hard, but Asif was not even looking at his partner. Still 1 ball remaining in this over. Qadir Idris will be coming around the wicket now to the right-hander. Solid in defense. Another dot ball. 11 runs coming in that over, which means after 9, AMH Velocity X are now 58 for 4. He was looking to be a big shot on the offside this time. The ball just landing in front of that fielder at long off. Asif Nathani already middling the ball so far in his innings. He'll be looking to play a longer innings tonight. He has raced away to 16 runs of just 10 deliveries. All Mohammad Mavia needs to do is to provide good support to the left-hander. Remember, they still have 2 overs remaining of the batting power play, which is going to be taken after the 10th over of the innings. Sensible batting this from Mavia. The score now moves on to 60 for 4. We are into the 10th over already. Asad Bashir continuing with his 3rd over. Down the ground he goes. I don't think it's going to carry to that fielder at long off. No, it doesn't. Twice he has attempted that stroke in this over, Asif Nathani. On both of these occasions, the ball bounced in front of that fielder at long off. So Asad Bashir is doing the right thing. He's bowling it wider outside the off stump to the left-hander because he has seen Asif Nathani being very strong on the onside whenever he's looking to play that sweep. On the other hand, Mohammad Mavia is just comfortably finding those gaps and picking up singles. So they'll be looking to build a big partnership. They've already added 16 runs for the 5th wicket. Playing it straight back to the bowler. Sensible bowling this from Asad Bashir so far. He has taken just 1 wicket so far in this game, but with that one he also becomes the joint 3rd highest wicket taker in this tournament. Another single taken from Asif Nathani, which means he's going to keep the strike at the start of next over. And after 10, AMH Velocity X are now 63 for 4. Remember, AMH Velocity X earlier won the toss. They decided to bat first. Adnan Salim and Hamad Shekhani came out to open the batting. Both were dismissed early on. It was Umair Usman who came at number 3. He scored just 7 runs, and Rabish Ahmed was dismissed by Waqar Idris in his very first over. Asif Nathani is still looking settled, and he has been joined by Mohammad Mavia. Talking about the bowling effort, just 4 bowlers have been used so far, and all of them have picked up a wicket each. Time for some pace again because Saad Asif has now been given the ball. Saad Asif has been really good with the bat in this tournament. Remember, he is the highest run getter with 208 runs to his name. I'm still very surprised why State Gladiators are in this position in this tournament. Starts off with a short delivery wide outside the awesome. That has been carved away. I don't think it's going to carry all the way for 4. Nevertheless, another couple added to the total. He perfectly placed that ball behind square. Although there was a slide from that fielder at deep cover, he still managed to pick up 2 runs. A slower one. Might have been an off cutter. This from Saad. There you see, rolling his fingers over. Asif Nathani was again looking to hit that on the offside. He wanted that single. Mohammad Mavia denied it in the end. I think it was a pretty good call from the non-striker's end. Down the wicket he comes. Slide fumble. That's going to run away for 4. Tell you what, that shot deserved few runs, but that ball went straight to Nathani, I think, who was standing there at mid-on. It was nicely struck, but the ball just went between his legs. And in the end, trickled past the boundary ropes. Another off-cutter. That ball clearly pitched outside the leg stump, so there was no way the umpire is going to be raising his finger. Mohammad Mavia still having a look at the offside field. Playing it straight down the ground. This time the ball goes towards that fielder at long on. Abdul Rahman Bhavani was just trying to be too clever. So decent partnership building between these two, Asif Nathani and Mohammad Mavia. 26 runs have now been added by this batting pair out there. Caught away on the offside. The ball went straight to that fielder at back for a point. He had a shy at the stumps. He had just had one stump to aim at, but he didn't hit the stumps. So 9 runs coming in that opening over of Saad, which means after 11, AMH Velocity X are now 72 for 4. So we are back after the drinks break, and it's going to be Asad Bashir to bowl his final over of the game. He has been really economical so far tonight. He has already picked up a wicket as well. Meanwhile, Asif Nathani continues to pick up those singles on the offside. There you see he has just given away 18 runs so far, Asad Bashir. They still have almost 9 overs now remaining in their innings. AMH Velocity X, they'll be looking to score at least 150 runs on the board to post a decent total so that they can challenge State World Gladiators in the second innings. Mohammad Mavi, on the other hand, is in no hurry to collect those boundaries. We just saw his stats earlier. His strike rate has been on a lower side, striking at under 100 runs per 100 balls. Angling it away towards that fielder at short fine leg. Another single taken. He's a very difficult bowler to work away for runs, Asad Bashir. He doesn't give that many bad balls to hit boundaries on. That is the reason why he has only conceded 21 runs and he's already bowling his 4th over of the game. Working it away on the onside. Again, they're running the first one hard, but I don't think they'll come back for that second run. Remember, 7 sides are participating in this tournament, Memon Cricket League Season 6. MF Rumi Strikers are still at the top of the points table with 4 victories out of 5 games that they have played. Al Zuhair Warriors are at number 2, Somya Builders Gladiators at number 3. AMH Velocity X are at number 4. There might have been a chance of a run out. He was just jogging between the wickets there, Asif Nathani. To come at his end, I think. Yes, he was onto the back foot while playing that stroke, so obviously he got laid off the blocks. But look at that. If he had hit the stumps, Asif Nathani would have been on his way back. Rumi Royals are at number 5, Falaknaz Hawks at number 6, and State World Gladiators lying at the bottom of the points table. A reverse sweep. He has found the gap. Is that going to go for 4? Yes, it does. First boundary to Mohammad Mavia. Improvisation at it really bad. In fact, it's Asif Nathani who played that reverse sweep. So Asad Bashir is done tonight. He conceded a boundary of his final ball of his spell, which means he went for 28 runs and only could have picked up 1 wicket. Opposite end. Driven straight back to the bowler. We saw a boundary coming from the last ball of that previous over from Asad Bashir, courtesy of that reverse sweep from Asif Nathani. He moves on to 34 runs of just 22 deliveries now, the left-hander. Drilled down the ground. This time the ball is going to go straight to that fielder at long off. Asif Nathani clearly has looked the most comfortable of all the batters that have come out there in the middle for AMH Velocity X. Saad Asif still making some changes in the field. The fielder at backward of point has been asked to move a little finer. Driven on the offside. It's long off, who's going to throw the ball back to the bowler. Really good partnership building between Mohammad Mavia and Asif Nathani. Now they have added 40 runs for the 5th wicket between each other. You can say there has been a slight recovery now for AMH Velocity X because they lost their 4 wickets very early on with just 45 runs on the board. He's going to come around the wicket now, Saad Asif. Another off-cutter, just dabbing it towards that fielder at short third man. Sensible batting this from Asif. It's as if he knows where the fielders are and where the gaps to find. Solidly played, but that ball went straight to that fielder at short extra cover. Another dot ball, which means just 4 runs coming in that over of Saad Asif. And after 13, AMH Velocity X are now 86 for 4. Sharp single taken. There has been an appeal there from the wicketkeeper. The decision might be deferred to the third umpire, but I don't think Mohammad Mavia was struggling. He looks pretty confident though. Asif Nathani this time just hit it straight to that fielder at point, who threw it at the wicketkeeper's end. Abdul Rahman Bhavani gathered the throw. He disturbed the bails. We'll have to see whether Mohammad Mavia came inside the crease at the right time or not. We might have to watch that replay again because that looks pretty close. Abdul Rahman Bhavani wasted absolutely no time in disturbing the timber. That looked pretty close, but Mohammad Mavia in the end survives. And to add salt to the wounds, now they have gone a boundary of the second ball. So this is turning out to be a really productive over for AMH Velocity X, because they have collected 2 boundaries already, and now we might witness another couple. This partnership between Mohammad Mavia and Asif Nathani clearly bringing AMH Velocity back into this competition. .50 partnership has also been raised between Asif Nathani and Mohammad Mavia. Full toss, hitting it on the onside, but there is protection out there. It's only going to be a single. Nevertheless, a very good over comes to an end. AMH Velocity X managed to extract 13 runs off it, and after 14, they are now 99 for 4. Daniel Gigi has now been given the ball. The left-arm orthodox bowling his first over now from the opposite end. Big appeal. That looks straight and that looks really plumb. Tell you what, this is a huge wicket this for State World Gladiators. He was looking to work that ball away on the onside. Instead, the ball just hitting his pads. The big partnership has now been broken because Mohammad Mavia has now been dismissed. And with his dismissal, AMH Velocity X at 102 now for 5. Five wickets have now gone down for AMH Velocity Eggs. They have lost half of their side with 102 runs on the board. It's that man out there again, Usman Ghani, UG. What an innings he played in that previous game against Al Zuhaib. Straight away a big shot attempted and that has been dropped. Now they are coming back for the second run. That was the first ball that UG was facing. He wanted to hit it out of the park. Chance was there to be taken, but in the end he just spilled it. Daniel Gigi must have been considering himself really unlucky. That could have been 2 wickets and 2 balls, but not to be. Tell you what, he was looking to go for another one. Looks like he has come out on a mission tonight, UG. Remember, he scored 42 runs of just 20 deliveries in that previous game against Al Zuhaib Warriors when they were chasing 158. Now coming into bat at number 7, he'll be looking to score quick fire runs because it's the 15th over of the innings in the progress already. They have just got 5 overs remaining after this one. Asif Nathani is pretty settled down there at the other end. UG is going to be looking to up the ante. This might be given as a leg bye down the leg side. Yes, it is. Another extra run is going to be added to the total. Knocked him over. 2 wickets in the over to Daniel Gigi, and it's that man who has been dismissed. He was looking to play another big shot on the onside. In the end, he exposed his stumps, and Daniel Gigi with another straighter one has got his 2nd wicket to his name. He got that wicket of Mohammad Mavia early on in this over. Now he has removed UG out of the scene. UG walking back after just scoring 2 runs tonight, and with his dismissal, AMH Velocity X at 105 now for 6. What an over that was from Daniel Gigi. He got 2 wickets in that opening over of his. All of a sudden, State Gladiators are now right back in it. Still no signs of the second batting power play for AMH Velocity X though. They will be looking to take it later on in the innings. They still have 5 overs remaining in their innings. Waqar Idris has been given the ball. Big appeal just from the wicketkeeper, and the finger goes up again. Asif Nathani cannot believe it. He sits down there and thinking, what has he done wrong? Yes, it was short. It's sort of wide outside the off stump. It was there to be hit, but still he's nodding his head. It was a poor delivery in the end. It should have been dealt with a boundary, but Abdul Rahman Bhavani was appealing for it, and in the end, the on-field umpire raised his finger. All of a sudden, AMH Velocity X have lost 3 wickets in quick succession, and Asif Nathani is going to be walking back. He scored 45 valuable runs tonight for his side, and after his dismissal, AMH Velocity X are 105 for 7. Saad Dawood is the new batter in now for the batting side, coming into bat at number 9. Waqar Idris has just picked up his second wicket of the game. It's going to be a wide down the leg side. There was a decent partnership building between Asif Nathani and Mohammad Mavia, but we saw 2 wickets going down in that previous over of Daniel Gigi, and now it's the dangerous man who has been dismissed, Asif. They still have much more batting to come now. AMH Velocity X. Saad Dawood is a recognized batter, so is Ali Patwa, but they are still relatively newer at the crease with just 4.5 overs now remaining in the innings. They will have to go from the word go. He gets off the mark with that single on the offside, Saad Dawood. Really good passage of play this for State World Gladiators. AMH Velocity X were looking to make a comeback with that 50-odd runs partnership between Mohammad Mavia and Asif Nathani. But all of a sudden, they have lost 3 wickets in 2 successive overs. He still have 1 over remaining after this one, Waqar Idris. He'll be looking to cause some more damage here to the batting side. Another dot ball. Dot ball are going to be precious at this stage of the game for the bowling side. It's going to be really interesting to see as to when will AMH Velocity X decide to take their next batting power play. Will they wait for the 90th and 20th over? Will they last that long? There might be a chance of a run on, and I think the direct hit has been made and the finger has already gone up. Saad Dawood has been run out at the bowler's end. There was a hesitation between these 2 batters. Saad Daud was already halfway down the track. Then he was sent back by his partner, but by that time he was a little too late. What is happening out here for AMH Velocity X? 4 wickets have now gone down in the previous 2 overs. It's Saad Daud who is walking back after scoring just 1 run. And the batting side have now lost their 8th wicket. AMH Velocity X have decided to take the next batting power play. So for the next 2 overs, only 2 fielders will be allowed outside the 30-yard circle. It's going to be really interesting to see as to who is going to be bowling the next over. I think Daniel Gigi is going to continue with his second over. He got those 2 wickets in that first over of his when he got that wicket of Mohammad Mavia and then got UG. Statewell Gladiators will be looking to finish off with the tail now. They just need 2 good deliveries to finish off the innings. He's going to come around the wicket first up to the new batter, Hamad Warand. AMH Velocity X will be looking to score at least a run a ball from here on so that they can at least score 130 runs in their allotted 20 overs. That ball has gone miles up in the air. Is that going to be taken? It has been dropped again. I think it's the 3rd catch that has been put down by the Statewell Gladiators tonight. Could have been the 3rd wicket for Daniel Gigi, but not to be, because another catch in fact has been put down. So Hamad Warin has been given a life as well. He goes for another one, much flatter, much wider. That's going to go all the way for 4. Proper connection this time from Hamad. It was there to be hit. He did the right thing by hitting it wider of that fielder at long on. And with this outfield, the ball is only going to go in one direction. That is past the boundary ropes. It's going to be really important for AMH Velocity X that they bat their full 20 overs. It's gone high up in the air, long off this time, and he makes no mistake. His 3rd wicket has now been taken by Daniel Gigi. Hamad Wali just standing there in disgust. He just sliced it in the air.